It's no secret that there are people who have had a better start than you do, who were born with a special talent or with more money, or with parents that are already famous. Even though this might seem unfair, there is a huge, huge blessing behind being born as a nobody. Because when you are born as a nobody, you get the chance to decide who you want to become. People who are born, for example, into a family of singers might never get the chance to discover who they are beyond singing. But when you are a nobody, no one really cares and you can become who you want to be. And by creating you, by creating the best version of yourself, you will craft a person that is incredibly strong. Because in order to become somebody when you are a nobody, you have to develop a ton of things and go through more hardships than others. Especially more than the ones who started from a higher platform. And this platform could be money, could be fame, could be whatever. But however these people got there, they got to a certain level by an elevator, by someone who has helped them, or by just being born into a certain family. So most people think in this scenario that it is unfair that they had to take the stairs to get to the same platform, to get the same amount of money, of success, of whatever, than others who were already born with it. Even though it took more effort, it took more sweat to get up there to this first level, what you gained are the muscles that can bring you up to the next 10, 20 levels. You have built the muscles of discipline, of perseverance, of imagination, of patience. And that's what you have to be aware of, because people who got there by a lift, by an elevator, have not developed these kinds of muscles. They are reliant on something external. That can be a person, that can be circumstances, but whatever it is, if you are taking the elevator, what happens when the elevator is once not working anymore? Or even worse, when the elevator is crashing down? Then you will have to start from zero without the muscles that someone else has already built. Because up to now, the elevator people always had their fallback on plan, whereas the people who took the stairs didn't have a plan or something that they can fall back on. The only way to get ahead was by moving forward, was by solving one obstacle after another. But when you have a person without a backup plan who constantly has to solve problems and stay consistent in order to get ahead, you get a dangerously strong person. A person who almost seems out of steel because they aren't faced anymore by life's challenges. They've done it enough times that they know there must be a way and there will be a way. And don't get me wrong, these people are far off from being cold-hearted. Inside, they're actually very humble and kind. They've been through life's challenges enough times that they simultaneously built a resilience and an emotional intelligence and understanding like no other. Life humbled them and strengthened them at the same time. And those are the kind of people who get the uppermost respect. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo or Anthony Robbins. They not only have a rich life, but also a richness inside of them that was built on years and years of discipline and perseverance. Whereas the elevator people may seem rich, but they don't have this kind of richness inside of them. They don't have this kind of strength, of discipline, of wisdom that the ones have who walked their way up, who crafted their life, their personality over years. Because this is something no one can give you. You have to develop and earn it. And I give you another example. So next time you wish to be someone else, remind yourself that you probably never heard something of the people again that you thought in school are popular and cool. That this period of their life was probably the highlight. So maybe it was their beautiful appearance that gave them this advantage. And now that the years have passed and their youthful appearance started to fade, they would have to take the stairs too to get to the next level, because they don't have this special advantage anymore that they used to have. They have to start from a point where most people start, which is the point of being just nobody. Or think of someone who won the lottery and is broke a few years later. Why does this happen? Because they never learned how to invest their money and how to keep something after the taxes. They got into the elevator without the skills, without the knowledge, and crashed down a few years later. Whereas the person who took the stairs and struggled for years didn't have another choice but to learn the skills and the knowledge. They are out there evolving and moving forward each and every day. But you gotta make a choice. Do you want to wait and hope for the lucky strike? Or do you actively want to create the life that you want to have? And this is a choice you have to make each and every day. The choice between watching Netflix in the evening or learning something new. Between partying on the weekend or going to the gym and building your body. Or between scrolling the whole day and consuming content of others, or between creating your own content. And you have to be aware that the idea of change is easy, but the consistency is the hard part. And that the easy way is often getting harder over time, whereas the hard path is the one that is getting easier. Looking at yourself as a victim and blaming others is easy, whereas taking responsibility and actually doing something about it is hard. It's easy to watch a video about how to do a squat, but a whole different thing doing it yourself. But only when you choose consciously and consistently the path of growth, you can surpass the people who had the elevator and reach heights that most people can't even imagine. The path of consistency is where you will reap the rewards, and where you will get the life that you want to have and become the person you want to be. So be proud to be the person who is walking up the stairs even when no one is clapping and no one is looking. Because this is what forms the strength that most people will never have. Especially not the elevator people. So stop waiting for the elevator, stop looking for the shortcut. Stop wishing to be someone else and start to put the damn work in. It will not look cool when you walk up there, but it will definitely look cool when you're on the top of the skyscraper. And when you did it all yourself. So get over the clouds and become a fucking genius. And subscribe for more empowering content.